Well, hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Right, okay. Let's have a look. Who's here? Who's here? First one I see, Jan. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, how you doing, everybody? Is everybody okay? Let's have a little look at the comments, see what's going on, see what's happening. Wow, some of you are a little bit early, actually. It's the first time I've ever been first in the party. Annie Kimber, you were so early. Esther Robles, hi. Dr. Sin, she's here. Jay Wirtz, Dr. Sin. It sounds like a movie, isn't it? Dr. Sin. I'm thinking of something else. Yeah, it's a different kind of movie. I added last minute name suggestions this morning. Oh, excellent. Great. Yeah, we're going to be naming the dog, or we're going to be pulling some names out of the proverbial hat. So we'll be doing that. Rachel's going to be with us any minute now. So where are we? Hello, all you lovely Jurassic guides. Hi, Jean. What was your suggested name? Well, we're going to go through some suggestions in a moment, so don't worry about that. We'll go through them. I didn't suggest a name, but if I did, it would be lucky. Nancy. I need to talk to you, but we'll do it. I won't do it here on the live because it seems a little bit excessive. But I saw a couple of emails, and there's been some problems with getting deliveries and stuff. So we'll go through that, but not ignoring you. I don't know if actually Rachel may have responded to you anyway, but we'll go through that. Noetic Concordance. Hi, mine would be Greybeard or Earl Grey, but I'm broke. I can't even afford to spend £1. Oh, Noetic Concordance. That's no good, is it? Right. Good day from Westport in Ireland. And thanks for the great calendar. It arrived in less than 2 days from ordering. Oh, that's great. Yeah, so I've had a few people say that delivery has been really quick. So to everybody that has ordered a calendar, thank you very, very much. It's been a tremendous boost for the Sanctuary, actually. So it's been nice to have that additional bit of income from the calendar. They're not hugely profitable, but they do bring in a bit of extra cash. So it's really nice. So thank you very much to everybody that bought. Oh, hello.
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate. Yeah, so thank you.
Could you move your little foot?
My little foot. Okay, I'll move my little one. Oh, there we go.
Thank you.
Okay.
We look like we've got the same jumper on.
We do. We're just like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I'm over here. You can move over a bit to me if you want. There you go. Hold on a minute. Right.
Who's here?
Right. Hold
Who's
on.
here
I'm
then?
just going through. I'm going through it. Right. Right, hold on. I'm trying to catch up with what's going on here. Hi, all you lovely people from a chilly Ashbourne. Hi, Joe. Hey, everybody. Hi, Intrepid Frady Cat. Myra Brooks. Hi, all. Hi, Myra. And thank you very much, by the way, for your gifts that came through. So thank you for those. Chelsea McCrory. Hello, Jacobs Ridge. Hello, chat. How are we all doing? Hi, everyone. I'm Jan. I woke up Kate and feel like hell. Well, Intrepid, don't wake up Kate. What are you doing? Just let her sleep. Leave her alone. Don't wake her up. You know what Kate's like. Anyway, evening all from Maidstone, Kent. Hi, Janet. Morning all from a very cold Oregon coast, USA. Hi, Aldine. Wake up late. Yes, I gathered. Did Kate mind being woken up? I woke up Kate once. She nearly threw me out the bloody window. Oh, dude, now you're getting it now. Poor old Kate. Yeah. Very chilly in Lincoln as well. 28 degrees right now. Ooh. 28? That's quite warm, isn't it?
28 degrees or 28 Fahrenheit?
28 degrees Fahrenheit. What do you mean?
Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit.
That's cold, isn't it?
It's cold, isn't it?
I shall tell you.
Double it. At 30, around 0. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
-2.
-2. There you go. Yeah. Hello, everyone. I too added a last-minute name. Solo. Oh, hi, Linda.
Yeah. Have you spoken about that yet?
Not yet. I said we're going to be talking about it.
Oh, but yeah, but we need to get the names in.
Okay. So, over to you.
So for the name the dog situation, the the naming is going to close very soon. So any last minute names, please get them in now. I don't know if we have the. No. If you go to, I shall put the.
You can create it. You can create one.
Okay. I shall create a banner so you know where to go.
Name the dog.
Name the.
So we will be having some philosophy conversations a little bit later on tonight, just so you're aware that that is coming, because there has been some additional thoughts throughout the week, which I would like to share with you. As you know, I do like to share these things. If I can remember what they were. And we've got Name the Dog.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, well, I like that.
You like that one?
I like that for now.
Well, I think you can edit it and then you can turn it into a ticker, you see. If you hit the little ticker box here, it will ticker it. But you have to turn the other one off.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find out how to do. This is it? I don't know how to get up there.
It's touchscreen. Remember?
Sorry about this, everyone.
Hello.
Just try and work out how a computer works. Hide. Well, it's fine like that. It's nice and clear.
Okay, nice and clear. There you go.
Okay, I'll give you guys till 1:15.
Till 1:15, right? Okay. So what's that? Another like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Anyway, Chelsea. Hi, Julian. Hi, Julian. Hi, Chelsea. Right. Okay. Hold on a minute. I'm so far behind. That's the problem here. Right. Let's try and catch up a bit. Good afternoon from my Ohio. Oh my goodness, picture sound. What will go wrong? Jan, stop it. I got the biggest laugh from Ronnie identifying as a carrot. Yeah, Mary. Not everybody thought that was funny. Hello, Rachel. Says Noetic. You could call him Highway because that's where you found him. Reminds me of Heart to Heart on TV show. What did I say?
Yeah, you did say that.
I did say that, didn't I? I said it's exactly what I said,
I don't know
Jan.
what Heart to Heart is, though.
Genius. See? Minds. Genius minds. Freeway, he was called, wasn't he? Anyway, happy December to all. Yes, thank you, Jay Works. Hi to all. Ryoka has been opened, ready to go. Well, of course it has, Jane. I tried to order a calendar last night. Wouldn't take my card. I'm going to try again today. Oh, that's strange. I have to take 2 new babies in to get neutered. Cats, I hope. Know what you're like, intrepid fraidy cat. It's just all the neighbours are a little bit worried when you're around. Just walking around like this crazy woman with a pair of scissors. Anyway, good, excellent. I think there should be. I think there needs to be support on a governmental level for the neutering and spaying of cats and dogs, actually, because I think that a lot of people, in my experience, don't do it because they haven't got the money to do it, and that causes problems. It causes more problems down the road, and it actually puts pressure on sanctuaries, shelters. And a lot of those problems could be avoided, and that pressure could be avoided if you just had like a spaying or neutering program. Even if they said, even if the government said, okay, we're gonna, each region we're gonna pay for 100 or something, in this town or in this region, 100 a month or something, and then the vets can then do it, and then they apply for it to get the funding for it or something like that. But I think something needs to be done. At the moment, it falls on sanctuaries and shelters to do that job, and
also just some just individuals.
Yeah, and individuals
are doing it as well. Just because they're trying to sort out the situation because nothing's being done about it.
No, like we've got our one of our nearest towns is overrun with cats, with stray cats, absolutely overrun. Every time you go up there, there's just stray cats everywhere, and we want to put in a plate. We want to put in we wanted to go up there with a mobile clinic and go up there like once a week and try and capture neuter, spay, whatever. Just try and do what you can do to try and reduce the problem. That's one of our sort of like goals, projects that we've got on the back burner that we want to try and do. But I think the problem's much bigger than that. Well, certainly here, I don't know about where you are, but
I think, well, in the US, I know that it's a big problem with dogs, or with, maybe they're not so much strays, but just unwanted dogs in shelters. I know it's a huge problem there.
Yeah. But it wouldn't be even, you could even get it sponsored. Do you know what I mean? It just needs a program, and it needs to have it needs someone to drive it. But I think it could be sponsored even, so it wouldn't actually put financial pressure on local governments. So you could probably get, you know, larger corporations involved, because it's a really good thing to be getting involved with. I think personally, not for, obviously, if you're a cat, you're not going to be too happy to hear that, but we've got an issue at the moment. So little Zoro, would you like to update about Zoro, but his illness? Did we update that last week?
I think he went to the vets on, what day was it? It was this week, wasn't it?
I think it was this week.
Yeah. So if you're not following us on Patreon or social media, then you won't have seen the update. So we took him in to have a checkup, see how his infection in the mouth and everything's going on. That hasn't been getting better, so the vets have switched his antibiotics, and we retested for 2 prominent diseases, because the first time we did them, there was like a very faint line on the test. It's like almost like an instant rapid test thing. So they said wait a month and test again, because his anemia, he had like bad anemias, blood levels were all over the place. So we tested again. The FIV again showed like a very weak positive, so they're sending that off to the lab to get a definite result. But the FELV, which is feline leukemia virus, was a definite positive this time, which is probably the worst of the 2. It's more contagious, if you like. It's more easily spread between cats because it's spread in their saliva, so like through shared feed bowls.
What does the disease do?
It's an immune disease, so it attacks the immune system. It basically like lowers the immune system, and then it opens the cat up to any problems, really. It's like calicivirus, which is what he has going on in his mouth.
Right, so he's got no way of fighting that.
Yeah, basically.
So untreated, which it can't be treated?
No, it can't be treated, no. It's like just supplements and things.
But he's got it.
You have to treat the symptoms of it, like any problems that arise from it. But it usually shortens their lifespan.
Right, okay. And I would imagine it would lead to a pretty horrible end for them as well. So you've got all the point I'm making is that, so Zoro has come from the, as a stray, is a street cat or abandoned or whatever, and now he would have been on the street with other cats. That's where he's obviously he's picked it up. They've picked it up. Then they're having babies. I would imagine
it can get passed down.
It's passed down if they're feeding off their mothers or whatever that've got it. It's a real problem. It just needs. I just think it's such a relatively simple fix, but it just needs someone to do it. It just got to get out there and get it moving.
There's 2 other cats I've seen in town that I've got my eye on. Because it's very drooly.
Well, I think one of the goals that we want to achieve here at the Ridge is to, as you know, we've got the mountain site, and that's where we're moving the goats and the sheep, and I'm still got to do all those fencing, by the way. But that's why we want to ultimately convert this place into almost like an infirmary, with an on-site clinic, on-site veterinaries. Bless you.
Excuse me.
And oh, bless you.
Oh, sorry.
Bless you again. So with that, and then with a mobile clinic as well, so we can actually get out there and actually start making a bit of a difference. But it's like looking at little Zoro. It's like, how do we give him a quality of life? He can't live in a cage all his life. he can't be out freely because he's going to be spreading this disease around all over the place. So we're having to build him a special cattery that he can, enjoy a life in. And it's got to be a decent cattery. It can't be just like a little tiny little cattery. It has no existence at all. So, and then you're going, well, then you're going to be putting him in there and he's going to live on his own. That's no quality of life. So then you're like, okay, well, let's quickly go and find some other ill cats and start this whole colony and try and like do it. But it's quite a problem, when you look at it like that. It's like, what do? Because he's still enjoying a quality of life. We can give him that medication and that care and that support, but ultimately, he's going to be, his life's different. He can't live like as a normal cat would. But yeah, so that's I don't know how we got onto this, but anyway, we got onto it.
Neutering, I think.
Neutering, yeah.
Stephen, hi Rachel and Julian. How's Sirius getting on? Still barking at everything. Well, thank you very much for your super chat, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
I think the new dog has taken over from Sirius in the barking department.
Yeah, so last night, as an example, the dogs were barking all night and they would just go off at random points. So we're just operating on zero sleep. So and it's been like that for a few days actually, where they've just been just a little bit over the top. So yeah, Sirius is not so bad. New boy is settling in. He's not as bad as he used to be when he first arrived, to be expected. But yeah, it's just gets in your brain a bit, really. It doesn't help that the donkeys, so Steve and Ronnie come up and start, blowing raspberries at the dogs through the fence. And then when they do that, then it's causing the dogs to bark and shout back, and then they're getting the dogs in trouble.
I think it was the horses this morning.
Actually, it was, yeah. It was Woody escaped, and he was causing problems. Sandy, thank you very much for your super chat.
Oh, Sandy, thank you.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. Pa Ryan, are you new to Michigan? Says Aldine. Well, are you, Pa? Are you new to Michigan? There's a question for you. Why didn't people like the carrot video? I thought it was funny. I think it was because they were reading perhaps a little too much into it. Like I was trying to be political. But I was just, I never tried to be political. Trust me. If I was trying to be political, you'd know about it. I'm not. I'm just sort of, we never, well, we try not to get political because it's just not what we're about. It's not what anybody, logs in to see us or watches our videos for. There's plenty of that out there. So we don't do that. But yeah, I think some people took offense, maybe. I don't know. Anyway,
did you get that sort of feedback in the comments, or you?
Yeah, we got a few comments on one of the, because it went on a few platforms. There was a couple of comments where it wasn't. I think it wasn't
well received.
No, it was in general. Yeah. But it's like you're saying, you can get 100 comments, all positive. You get that one negative one. That's the one that seems to sort of stand out a bit. So we had a couple of those, but on the whole, I would say, my general rule on that is just to ignore them because it's just keep doing what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's up to you whether you take offense at something. Nancy, happy Sunday. Thank you very much, Nancy. That didn't work. There it did.
Wait, stop wiggling the screen around. You have to be gentle.
I like to wiggle the screen around. Boom. Oh.
Okay, I'm closing this dog thing now.
Chelsea says, yeah, it's a huge problem here in the States as well. This would be a wonderful idea to take form. Yeah, I think so, Chelsea. I think it is where I know, like, you can expect places like, I suppose, India. I know my mum went to India recently, and she said that the stray dog situation over there was horrific. But yeah, it just needs to be got on top of, doesn't it, really? It's like, we can deal with this. We can do this. We can do this. We're adults, aren't we? We're all adult humans. We can solve problems, I'm sure. Hi, everyone. Bit late to the party. Got my name suggest. Oh, sorry. Hold on. No. There you go. Hi, everyone. Bit late to the party, but got my name suggestion in just in time. Katie Waity, thank you very much.
Thank you, Katie.
Better be a good name, Katie.
I'm just sorting out the spreadsheet so we can do the
draw.
Draw.
Okay. Very interesting, actually. We are now fully AI'd up. You're using AI.
I'm using AI to separate it into a spreadsheet. Yeah.
It's brilliant, isn't it? So good. Do you guys use AI? What do you think? I think it's pretty exciting, isn't it? The things you can get done. You get so much work done, or real laborious stuff you can get done pretty quick. Right. My sister says, Jess, my sister has a cat with FELV who she rescued. He came from a house of 4 other cats, and the owner didn't know any of them had it until they were taken away. Oh. Yeah, man. This is the issue, isn't it? But again, it's education. I think it's very easy to, point fingers at people and go, "Oh, you should do this and you should do that," and you're irresponsible and stuff like that. But a lot of it is it's just down to education, and people are, I think, just wrapped up in their own world, and they think they're doing a good thing, or they'll have a cat and they feed it and they'll do everything, but they're it's the same with any animal, I suppose. It's taking that responsibility for them, but I think a lot of it is down to education, accessibility. Like I know, for example, in the UK, vet visits, very expensive. I don't know about the States.
I think it is as well.
Yeah. So I mean, it is a big responsibility with animals, and I suppose it's very easy to get them. That's the problem, isn't it? Anyone can go and get an animal, and you've got one, but looking after it is a bit different, isn't it?
Can you help me over here? Can we swap a second?
Yes, please do.
Sorry about this.
Okay, swap positions. Oh, wow! I've been mucking out today, and I've really hurt my back. Right.
Not good.
No.
Jan, could cats with it live together? Yes, I believe they can. Yeah, as long as they don't have any other problems. Let me take that.
What's he doing on the sofa?
He's not on the sofa.
He's not allowed on the sofa.
No, but he's feeling cuddly.
I'm sure he is. You're not allowed on the sofa, you little script.
Yeah,
Go on,
allowed.
Good boy.
Evil. Come here,
I'm
Django.
not evil.
He's evil. It's horrible.
Oh, hold on
Come
a
here,
minute.
Django. Come here. You sit next to me.
Right.
John Thee, thank you so much for your super chat.
Thank you, John Thee.
Django.
Right. You've reached your data analysis limit. Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, great. If you could just keep moving things.
Sorry,
Great.
well, I'm wedged in here.
Why are you sitting on
Because of my back. I can't lean forward.
Your banners are focused, but your video of you are so fuzzy.
Yeah, I see that. That might be something to do.
I think it's because it keeps moving everything around.
Is that focused? Should have like an autofocus on it. I don't know.
I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure what I can do about that.
Nothing. Right.
Vaccine programs are also important with things like FELV, not for those that already have it, sadly, but programs could be set up to vaccinate strays that are not infected. It could be huge. Yeah, that's a good point, Jess. It's the phone they're using. The other phone that Julian uses sometimes is clear. At the moment, noetic concordance. The phone recently, Julian's been having issues with that. So, yeah, we're not sure what's going on at the moment. It should be a good connection, but
it's not on mobile network, is it? Because it's a laptop. It's not on mobile network.
Yeah.
Right. I say.
Myra, thanks so much for your super chat. To help with Zoro's care, I just ordered a calendar too.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you very
Myra.
much, Myra. Hold on a second. I'll need to go and get.
Do you think Steve and Ronnie should be sent to Donkey Boot Camp?
Yes, absolutely. The pair of them were, sorry, I'm on my screen a bit. The pair of them this morning were on the driveway, and we had a big delivery of hay this week. And obviously all the bits that came off the truck when they unloaded it, because they unload it on the driveway because it's quite difficult to get to, and then I have to move it with the tractor. So on the driveway, it's full of all the scraps that were off the truck when they unloaded all the bales. So the donkeys love it. It's a bit like, when you're kids and your mum's making something and you lick the bowl or lick the spoon, and they're up there, they're eating everything off of the driveway, and they wouldn't move off the driveway. being absolute little munchkins, eating everything. But do you know what? They were so cuddly. I went down there. I was like, come on, get off the drive. You know, you got to get back into the field sort of thing. And yeah, they were they were being so cuddly. They didn't want to move and they were just being so cute. And they were like, yeah, but you know, but we're cute. Give us a cuddle. And I was like, okay, I'll give you cuddles then. But yeah, they're little cuties.
Christine says, weird world, carrot, apple, pineapple, or political. I don't get it.
Well, welcome to the world.
Yeah. Where are the stars of the show? Ronnie and Steve, they're in their bed now. It's dark outside. They're just, yeah. Very fuzzy video.
Why?
I don't know, because it's the same setup as we had last week. So
is it like very fuzzy, or are you talking about just like a little bit blurred? Like to me, it looks like it's just a little bit blurred, not very fuzzy. Are you being over dramatic?
It says that our internet connection is strong. Maybe it's your internet connection.
Yeah, maybe it's you,
Gene. Annie, thank you so much for your super chat. Chelsea says, "Oh, let Django have a cuddle." Yeah, Django's gone off now to his bed.
Certainly not. No cuddles for Django. Are you joking?
Julian, you should invest in an inversion table to help with your back. Just 2 to 3 minutes a day helps decompress your spine and improve overall health.
I like the idea of that.
Is that when you flip upside down?
Yeah. Well, maybe. Sorry, I'm trying to sort this out for you.
Okay.
I can't do two things at once. Yeah, I would like an inversion table. I've gone on one before. I think they're really good. But the problem is, today I was doing mucking out and I was using a shovel that, like my shovel, I've got 2 shovels that I use. This is a little bit boring and trivial for you. I'm sure you'd like to know what sort of shovels I use. So I use very long-handled shovels because I'm quite tall. And the shovels I was using today were normal, like for normal people, you know. And yeah, it just felt like I was using a little child shovel. I was having to stoop right over, and I think that's what hurt my back.
So Diane, the other Diane, says the picture's clear here. Mr. C says, no, it's very fuzzy.
Oh.
Myra says, just a bit blurry.
We've got a bit of everything, haven't we?
We've got very blurry in New York. Yeah, I think it might be bantering is very clear, but during this broadcast, it has become fuzzy. When it first started, it was clear. Maybe it is us moving around. Maybe we can't move. I'll just stay still.
Chelsea says, 2 shovels. You've made it, dude. Oh, we've got more than that. We've got a whole We've got a whole array of shovels. I think we've got 6 shovels down there, actually. Oh yeah. Oh, just a bit of a flex. How many shovels have you got?
Right. It's crap picture. Well, thank you for that. Picture is clear in California. Yeah, well, maybe it is something to do with the receiving end as well. As we do have some people with a clear picture. I know it's not great because it is a little bit fuzzy for us. But if it's really bad, then it might be partly your connection, that end.
Don't worry, it'll all come out in the end. It'll all be wonderful. Don't worry. Relax. Take a deep breath. Nothing wrong with a little bit of blurred. First world problems.
Do you know exactly what is wrong with your back? Need to know that before you do treatments. Well, it's been fine, hasn't it? I think you've just...
Yeah, it's just strain, that's all. It's just like, it's a strain. It's
just from work.
Yeah, it's just from work, that's all.
Just needs to rest it, which is easier said than done. Katie Wade says, picture on my phone is very clear. On the TV, it's a bit fuzzy. Yeah, I guess because it's a bigger picture on the TV. That makes sense.
Wow. Okay, my little friend.
We are ready to go?
It should do it now, but I suppose we've lost where we were.
That's right. I can easily do that again.
Can you do it again? Oh, hold on a minute. Name the dog orders. There they are. Right. It seems like I can't process the file.
Let me do it again. Don't worry, it's fine. And no arthritis then. Can you get arthritis in your back?
I guess.
Isn't it a joint problem?
I think you can probably get it anywhere you like, really. Oh, okay.
Anywhere you like. Right, are we swapping again?
We're swapping again. Right, okay, it's better. Right, back in the room. Hold on a minute. Where's my nuts? I do like a nice bowl of nuts, especially when I'm talking to people. I find I like to chomp on some nuts, and depending on the flavour, I'm going to stop now. Right, okay. Did I miss Philosophical Corner with Julian? Sorry, I left for a minute. Irim, no, you didn't. Philosophical Corner. Philosophical Corner. Philosophical Corner. Do you know what? I'm trying to remember. I had a good one. Hold on a minute. I need to sit down. I can't sit up here. This is no good. This is stoopy. All right, hold on. I'm coming down here now. Hold on. Oh, wow, a bit big. Ooh. I'm going to push that back a little. What are they barking at now?
Fireworks, I think.
It's like a floating head. Okay. All right, that's a little bit better. Maybe like that. There we go. Right. So, now what were we talking about?
Philosophical Corner.
Yeah. Not so much philosophical, but so I was talking the other morning to one of our friendly supporters via email. And we were discussing, it was a little conversation about stories. And it got me thinking, actually. So he was saying to me that he used to tell stories to his children, and that he appreciates, good storytelling. And it reminded me that when my children were very young, I too used to tell them lots of stories, and they would be very animated, and they would have a full show at bedtime with different characters making their way into the bedroom and acting out stupid scenarios. And invariably, it would be no good at getting them to bed, because I would just get them all excited and it would just be fun. Anyway, I'm just eating this nut and it's got a bit of sugar or something on it. So anyway, it got me thinking. I was thinking, actually, storytelling. I do enjoy storytelling, and I was thinking about it as there is a truth. Here we go. Now this is it. Now this is the philosophical corner. There's a truth in storytelling, even if it's fictional. But the truth is how it affects us. If you think about it, when you're listening to a story, there's an authenticity about that that's very much, you're in tune with you. There's no facade. It's you listening to a story. And when someone's telling a story, I think there's an authenticity in that. As like I say, even if it's absolutely fascinating. And when you look back, over millennia, humans, we've been telling stories for so long, for as long as we've been here. I think we've been telling stories. Cave paintings, what are they? They're just stories. And I think I was talking to you about it, and you were saying like it was. Did you say it was like instrumental in the development of humans?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Actually, storytelling has been a key part of our development as a race.
It's what's helped our brains grow
as a species.
Get big. That's what helped our brains get big.
So yeah, so it's not really philosophical corner, but it's more like, it's just more like thinking on things that I suppose are authentic and real. And I think if you can get in contact and make contact with yourselves, or yourself as a human, I find those things quite interesting, don't you? What do you think? What do you think? Let me know. Jan says, can you imagine the kids getting a Klaus bedtime story? Oh my days. No, Klaus didn't appear then. We used to have all sorts of funny little characters that would come out. Mary says, your stories are good. It's your voice, perfect for storytelling. Oh, thank you, Mary. It's a nice thing to say. That's why everybody appreciates donkey stories. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think so. And I was thinking about it as well. Like, I really, I enjoy watching Mr. Ballin on YouTube. If any of you watch Mr. Ballin, obviously he's a very successful YouTuber and tells wonderful stories. Well, they're pretty dark and horrible, actually, the stories he tells, but it's the way he tells the stories are very, very engaging, and they really sort of pull you in. And I think I was very fortunate, actually, when I was younger, when I was at school. I had a very, very good English teacher, and he was wonderful, and he encouraged storytelling. And that was a very big influence, actually, on me growing up, you know, from that side of it, the appreciation of stories. It's good. I like it a lot. So anyway, I'm kind of inspired now to explore stories a bit more. So I think, watch this space. There might be some storybooks coming your way, like it or not. Featuring Jan. Actually, they should feature Jan. I like the idea of that, because if I create stories and Jan's in them, I can do some terrible things to Jan. This is interesting. Oh, Jan, now you're in trouble. What scenarios can I put Jan in? Jan gets into trouble with Steve and Ronnie. Yes, we shall see what happens there. Watch the space. Irim says, yes, words have frequency, and frequency affects everything. Yeah, here we are. We were talking about that last week, I think, the frequency, weren't we? Was it last week we were discussing frequency? Yeah, definitely words have frequency, for sure. Yeah. Chelsea says, I totally agree. I love a great story and love how we still tell so many stories that have been around since the beginning of time, even though they've evolved with the generations. It's so interesting. Yeah. I think I read somewhere once that there's only 7 key stories, and that's it. And every other story is just a version of, but fundamentally there's only 7 stories, something like that. I don't know how true that is or how real it is. I don't know. What do I know? Nothing, mate. Storytelling also transcends many borders. You can tell a story with a moral, and even if you are too young to understand all of it, the message can still get through. Yeah. I think stories with morals, they're interesting, but I really like stories that are multi-level. You know, you have the fundamental story at the top, like the skin of the story, but I like the stuff that's underneath it. And I think the more deep that can get, the more interesting it becomes. A good story that really makes you think, that when you get into the details of it, it's like representative or what's the word? Symbolic. I love all that. Love all that. Stories teach us too. Yeah, absolutely. Originals of our fairy stories are very dark and macabre. They'd give kids nightmares if we told them now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, weren't they? I think they were. Well, weren't they used before, as you say, to teach and to tell? They were sort of like acts of warnings, weren't they? Really, I think. To stop the kids going in the, running off and running into the forest, and stuff like that. I suppose keep them all under control. It's just fear. It was propaganda. That's all it was. It was just all these stories, and still they tell them, don't they? Still politicians. Oh my God, I told you I wouldn't get political, but politicians use stories all the time. Media tells stories all the time. That's what we are. We're just, this whole world is one big storybook, and it's just which stories we choose to believe, and which main characters we're buying into. It's all stories. It's all stories. It's yeah, it's pretty crazy when you think about it. Actually, it's a bit mind blowing. I've blown my own mind now. So do you remember Jackanory, says Jane? Yeah, Jackanory was great. I used to really enjoy Jackanory. Jan says, go for it. Okay, Jan, well, you said it. I have no idea where you're going to go, all right, but you're now a character. We're going to see what happens to Jan. Maybe Jan might be Jan. You might be Jan Grumbleson. You never know. You might be Mrs. Grumbleson with wig. You never know. You might be. Donkeys build a helicopter. Yeah. Deep stories with Klaus. Yeah, why not? I think this would be interesting. Real page turner. Just be sure to give Jan her royalties. Certainly not. I'm getting bloody royalties. Julian, I have said for a long time that you should write stories about the donkeys. Yeah, I know, Linda. Yes, you and others as well. It's just more a question of how and all the rest, and getting some inspiration on how to do it or what to do, and that's been a little bit difficult actually. When you read the haunted bunk bed story during your spooky Halloween live, it was mesmerizing. Have a theme and have your listeners submit the stories for you to read. Yeah, Jennifer, that's a good idea. I would like to do that actually. I think it's more interesting, isn't it? If you're more involved, I suppose, or you get other elements come into it, then it becomes a bit more interesting. So yeah, people submitting some stories. That was an interesting story, wasn't it? That was interesting. Anyway, Susie B says, my late father was the best storyteller from when I was a child all the way through to adulthood. I miss him so much. Susie. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you miss him so much, but obviously, but yeah, it's nice that he's left that with you. And I'm sure that you probably can, probably close your eyes and you can hear him telling stories in your mind, and you'll have that forever. So, that's stories we sort of like live on through our stories as well. And yeah, when you hear good storytellers, they really do stick with you. How fortunate you were that your dad was a good storyteller. That's nice, isn't it? That's lovely. Jane says, I bet Sleazy Leslie has some good stories. Why is he sleazy? His name's not Sleazy Leslie?
No, it's pervy. Sorry,
isn't he pervy, Les? There's a bit of a difference, I say, sleazy. I don't know. I think I take offence at that, actually, Jane. I'm rather a pervert, actually. I'm a filthy pervert. God help you. Do a story about ants gazing up at the stars. I remember that being discussed. Yeah. That is fascinating. That is, isn't it? But it's not just that. It's not just ants. It's the. I wonder. Actually, that's an interesting question. We should explore this. Do other species tell stories? Because they have quite a detailed communication system, don't they? In their pods, like they've all got individual names and stuff like that. I wonder if they tell stories. That would be interesting. A dolphin story. Maybe. Anyway, let me try and catch up here a little bit. Nick says, I see Julian's Christmas beard is coming along nicely. Thank you, Nick. It just gets grayer. And every time I go to the haircutters, every time I go and get my hair cut, it's just more grey hair. Less dark hair, more grey hair. Every time I go, oh, there you go, another few weeks. At least it's still some. I suppose eventually there'll be nothing there. Oh, there's one. My favorite Doctor Who quote: "We're all stories in the end. Just make it a good one." That's a good one. I'd heard that Cinderella actually cut off her toes to fit the slipper. Oh, Jan, that's dark. Oh, wow. That puts a different spin on things, doesn't it? The Grimm brothers were very grim. Yeah, Grimm brothers. I love the Grimm brothers. How soon can the goats get moved? Yes, let's thank you, Linda. Let's pull this back to some relevance, shall we? How soon can the goats get moved? They get moved the minute I've done my bit, which is build the new goat run, which isn't a small task. So what have we been doing? So over the past few days, we've been redoing the cat and dog area, the cat and dog feed area here. So that's installation of a new washing machine to keep all their bedding clean. And certainly in the winter months, you need those blankets for the dogs. So yeah, one washing machine just wasn't cutting it. And also you don't really want to be sharing a washing machine with sort of dog animal blankets and stuff like that. So they've now got their own washing machine, which was very kindly donated to the sanctuary by Adam. So that's all been installed now. So that's what we've been working on, and that needed a bit of work, bit of plumbing work and stuff like that put in. And also we had an old boiler, and we've resurrected this old boiler that we had. And so now we've got all boiling hot water. So when we're washing, before we used to boil a kettle and to clean all the cat and dog bowls. So now we've got boiler up installed as well. So that's all been done this weekend. So now we've got this lovely little area, so we can really get on top of things like, yeah, just for the care of the cats and the dogs. So that's really good. So that's been working on that. And then the hole's been dug up for the goat fence, and it's all been cleared. It's just, I've just got to get up there, put the posts in. It's about 100 and I think it was 102 fence posts have got to go in. And then once the posts are in, they've all got to be cemented in, and then I've got to put in the wire fencing. So it's a fair old bit of work up there, but I'll get it done. But it will take a while.
Okay, we're ready now.
Okay, all right.
I had a bit of some arguing with AI, but we got there in the end. Just wasn't understanding what I wanted.
Have you voted for Doggo's name yet? No, not yet, George. We're just about to do it. Did Mrs. Grumbleson get her wig back? The story reminded me of the gas station fire in the birds. All right, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. Mange? Who's got mange? Who are we talking about?
You.
Mange? I don't have mange. No, you weren't talking about me, were you? Anyway.
Well, you were talking about going grey, weren't you? Being grey.
Oh, yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. Right, okay.
Right, are you ready?
I've got to try and get up now. Hold on, I'm stuck on the floor. Hold on, I've got to try and get up.
We've had 683.
Hold on, I don't want to expose myself to everyone. Ta-da! Yes.
683 name suggestions, which equates to £683.
Amazing.
So thank you very much
Thank
to everybody who suggested a name. What we're going to do is using a random number generator, which basically each suggestion has been given a unique number. We'll draw 10 names, and then as we did with Zoro, we'll put them into a poll and you can vote on your favorite. Okay?
Let's do it.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So first is 290.
290.
And that is Jake.
And that has been suggested by Amy.
Amy, yeah. How do we feel about Jake?
Jake's a nice name.
The only thing I will say is it's we do call Jacob Jake.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I think that's fine.
I got this bit of paper that you could write on, but you just eat your nuts.
Okay, I'll just eat my nuts.
Okay, next
Jake,
one.
Yeah, next one.
456.
456, right. Oh.
And that is Ranger.
Oh, that's a good name. Yeah, I like that.
I don't have the names, unfortunately, just email address. So I'm obviously not going to read that.
The trouble is with Ranger, what do you call him? You know,
yeah,
you can't call him Range.
Rangy. I don't know.
Rangy, yeah,
To
Ranger.
make it like snappy.
But Ranger, I suppose, on its own. It's an interesting one.
Next one, 391
Yeah.
is Bertie.
Oh. Well, that might be a bit difficult, but the thing is, my son, his nickname is Bertie, so that might be a bit
Weird.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay.
304
304
is
Oh, it's another Jake.
Jake again. Okay. So
yeah, it's a bit like the last one when there's if you've put if you've donated a load of money for the name and you just put one name, it will go in that amount of times. So it's where Amy's put in Jake is the name she suggested, but she's suggested it quite a few times. So.
Yeah, which means obviously it's good because it gets more chance of your name getting
selected. Yeah.
Okay, so 335 is Chance. How do you feel about Chance?
Yeah, I'd have to try it on a little bit. Yeah.
I wonder if it's a female name. I always thought it was, but maybe it's not.
Yeah, there are people called Chance, aren't there?
Are there?
Yeah, well, I only know that because I think on Emmerdale there's somebody called Chance.
No, there's not. Is there?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know because I don't really watch it, but I just somehow know that there's a character called Chance. Okay,
and number 228 is Sydney.
Sydney. No, it's not.
Sid.
Oh, yes, it is. Yeah. Well, because it would be Hector, Sydney, Frank.
There's a few suggestions here, like
Reggie,
the same order.
Ernie, and then goes round again. So it'd be Hector, Sydney, Frank.
I just went for the one that I liked most.
Okay, all right then. Yeah.
Because we've got an Ernie the pig, we've got a Reggie the pig. Your kids have got a dog called Frank.
That's true.
And I like Sydney. So
yeah, and a friend of mine used to have a dog called Hector as well. So. Okay, Sydney it is. I had a goat called Sydney though.
Oh, did you?
Sid Vicious.
Vicious
little goat he was.
Was that his full name?
Sid Vicious, yeah. He would, if you went into the field with him, he would run after you. It just took your life in your own hands. If you went in that field with him, he was quite a goat.
Okay, so number 587 is Blackie.
Oh, okay. Blackie. That's quite an old traditional name for a black Labrador, isn't it? Blackie?
Yeah, it does sound quite. Okay, next one is number 3, which was suggested by Jess. Your last suggestion there is Midnight. Number 8, Midnight.
That's a nice name.
Midnight.
Yeah, again though, it's quite.
I used to know a horse called Midnight.
Yeah, I feel like it's more like a horse's name than a dog's name. Midnight.
Or a cat, maybe.
But I'm trying to think what I'm going to call out in the middle of the night when he's barking and he's driving. He'd be lucky if he gets called his name, actually, to be honest.
Okay, next one is 549, and that is Bruce.
Bruce. It's a good name. I like Bruce.
Bruce.
I'm not sure. At the moment, to give you an idea of his character, the name that he's currently being bandied about, that Rachel and I call him, is Simple Simon. He's just the simple one, or Simples. That's what he's getting called at the moment, because that kind of sums up his character completely. He's probably one of the most simple dogs that I've ever met. He's so simple. He doesn't really understand anything. He just doesn't know what's going on. He's really cute. So Bruce, I think that would belie his character, because Bruce feels like it's quite a strong name.
Okay, and last one, number 38. Okay, we have a few suggestions here, so we need to work out So some Lord of the Rings sort of vibes here.
Mm.
Sam, Pippin, Gandalf, Finn, McCool, and Mars. So I guess it would be...
Well, it's 4 votes each, so it'll be Pippin. It's the second one.
Pippin.
Pippin.
Oh, we've got a goat called Pippin.
Okay.
So maybe we should choose one. Same person, still from Liz, but maybe...
Okay, so we've got...
We don't have a Sam.
We haven't got a
Have you heard
Sam.
of Sam? Or...
No, my mate had a dog called Sam.
Finn?
Finn McCool. Mars.
Gandalf?
I quite like Mars.
Bruno Mars.
Although Sam, it kind of fits Sam. I would go Sam.
Sam?
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah, he's a bit of a Sam, to be honest.
Okay. Okay, so just to recap then. We have Jake, Ranger, Bertie, Chance, Sydney, Blackie, Midnight, Bruce, and Sam. So I went for 9 names because Jake got pulled out twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, guys. Well,
thank you very much, everyone, for
that's really
really nice suggestions there.
That's
Do you
really
have
wonderful.
a favorite? Is there any? You getting any vibes there?
I would probably go, knowing what he's like, and he's a bit simple. I'd probably go Sam.
Simple Sam.
I just feel like that would probably be that kind of works for me. But whatever happens, happens. That will be his name. Jake might be a problem because of Jacob, but no, they're all nice names actually. There's not a horrible one there. That's all good. Well done.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
I can create the poll now.
Yeah.
You talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. So anyway, like I was saying, yes. So, and all her clothes fell off. Absolutely unbelievable. Right. I'm torn between Ranger and Chance, so I might go Sam, says Jan. My aunt had a dog named Jake. Sam was my suggestion. Oh, that's nice. I understand that dogs respond better to names with hard consonants like P or T. Oh, okay.
I heard they respond well with if it's got like an E sound on the end.
Sam, people, okay. So people seem to like Sam or Sammy. Sounded like he's been on a journey, so I suggested Lord of the Ring names. That's why, absolutely. Linda loves Jake. Yeah, like I say, the only thing is we do call Jacob Jake, the horse, but that's not an issue really. Ranger is out of Lord of the Rings 2. Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Don't know. I love the name Buo, Spanish for owl, because of his beautiful eyes. Oh, yeah, he has got very, very clear eyes, I must say. Chance the Gardener was played by Peter Sellers. Oh, yeah, of course. That was good, wasn't it? That was a good film, actually. Yeah, I forgot about that. Sydney, I like. I like 2-syllable names for dogs, easier to call and for them to recognize. I work with a guy named Chance, lazy pain in the rear. Was that his full name? Hello, my name's Chance, lazy pain in the rear. Pleased to meet you. You should try some lubrication. Julian would have to try his Chance. Love how Rachel tells Jewel to just eat your nuts. Ray for a shortened version of Ranger. Oh, Ray. Yeah, that would work, wouldn't it? Okay. Very interesting there. Mental note to say hi, Bertie, next time Freddie comes into chat. Yeah, do that. He'll love that.
No, he won't.
I think we should. In fact, I think I'll do a T-shirt with his name on it, with his face, and the name. We'll put it out there. I love that you name all the animals. It shows that you really love them. Oh, yeah. Well, the other thing as well is it's easier for when you're caring for them to say what's wrong with them, or you've got to do this for that one or that for that one. Do you know what I mean?
And they do
make sense.
like some of them do know their names as well.
Yeah. Picture is clearer now. Oh, good. The picture is clearer my end too, Jan. I don't want to hear about your end. I don't want to know how clear your end is. But well done. Just keep putting the ointment on it. You should tell a story in Michael Caine mode. No, I think that would get dull, wouldn't it? That would get a bit bloody boring. What do you mean, a donkey chat? Steve and Ronnie went to town. Went to bloody town, mind. Stole a bloody car. Those prunes do wonders. Good. Pleased to hear it. Even the word prunes, I don't like. Do you know there are some words, actually? Do you find that? There are some words that just...
Yeah, like people hate moist, don't they?
Yeah, like moist. I think one of but some words are just funny, but they don't actually, they're not actually funny in themselves. But I don't know if it's to do with just your mind and where it goes. Like moist is one, but some people like it, some people don't. I think a really good word is flaps. It's just a funny word.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Tell me, give me some of your funny words. I want to hear some funny words.
The poll is now live. I've posted it on YouTube in the community section. So if you guys want to have a look and make sure it's all working, and then you can vote for your favorite. I'll put it on Facebook now as well, and then I'll get it on Instagram later.
Okay.
Very
good. Marvelous. Give me your funny words. Let's go. Let's hear some funny words. Or words you don't like. Let's hear that. Jan, especially. Tell me a word you don't like. Just so I can repeat it and put it on a t-shirt. Oh, hello all from Joan in Virginia, United States. Love you guys. Oh, Vaypenny. Lovely to see you. Picture perfect. Cool. Do the donkeys know their names? Yes, they do know their names. Sometimes they choose to ignore their names. That's how I know they know their names. Yeah, they're very good actually. If you go down to the field, so in the morning you go down, you have to muck them out. If I've got any sort of like ideas for donkey stories or chats, I'll tend to do them in the morning because they're a little bit more responsive and they're a bit more interested. So muck them out, get the dogs all walked, and then once the dogs are walked, especially Timo, we can then let the donkeys out, because if you let the donkeys out before the dogs have been walked, then you just get chaos on the sanctuary, because Timo especially loves to chase the donkeys, and especially Macario. So you just get this Benny Hill moment with all the donkeys going mad, Timo roaring around after them. And so, yeah, the point I'm trying to make is about them knowing their names. So you let them all out, and then so they have the full run of the sanctuary during the day. So they're just wandering around and they're eating and they're winding the dogs up, blowing raspberries at the dogs, doing whatever they're doing, building helicopters, tunneling, all sorts of things, really, painting, building things, pyramids, actually, believe it or not. Donkeys built the pyramids. Anyway, so they, in the evening, we go down to do the feed. So at the moment, because it's getting really, they're short days, we're having to start evening feed by latest 4 o'clock. So you go nowhere to be seen. They're nowhere. You look anywhere, they've gone. They're just hiding. But what they do is they go down to the river and they go into the bamboo, or they go in amongst the trees. And all you got to do is just go out and shout. And the minute you start shouting their names, they appear very slowly, but they just sort of like one by one start coming out of the woodwork and they come back. So yeah, they definitely do know their names. And then, but if they're busy with food that they found, I can call Steve. I know he knows he's being called because his ears go. Like he'll let me know that, oh, I'm being called, and then he puts his head down and carries on eating. He absolutely ignores me. So he's a bit naughty for that.
So
and Dottie.
Jane says, I hate the word pantyhose.
Pantyhose. Oh, really? Do you?
Yeah, that is a weird one. It's not really, we don't really say it in British English, do we?
Pantyhose.
It's more American.
It's a strange one, isn't it? Drippage.
Drippage. I doesn't like drippage.
Drippage. Oh, that's a wonderful word. I like that. Drippage. Yes. Jan drippage. I hate ointment. No idea why.
Yeah, I don't really like that.
You feel that?
Yeah,
Ointment.
it's a bit of a weird one.
Ointment. Hmm.
I think it's because it sounds very medical, maybe.
Yeah, my brother's cat is called Prune. Wow. Yeah, I don't like the word prune.
Because it sounds wrinkly.
Prune. It's just.
You don't like the word guacamole either.
I don't like the word guacamole. I hate the word, and especially guac.
Guac, yeah, that's because it sounds like a sick noise.
Yeah, it's guac. Why is that food? That's not food. And guacamole is like guacamole. I don't like that.
I like guacamole.
Hummus.
Hummus.
No, I don't like that. I prefer give it a different name and I'll eat it. But if you tell me it's hummus, I won't because it's hummus. I don't know. It's something to do with the guttural thing of the way you say the word. Squish. Oh, you don't like the word squish?
Oh, like nice to have a little squishy cuddle.
Oh, I like the word squish. Yeah. I think there's a bit of squishism going on here. I think twaddle. Oh, Patricia doesn't like
a twaddle.
You don't like twaddle. Twaddle. I don't have a problem with twaddle. Supple. Oh, that's interesting. That's some very interesting. It's interesting how there's lots of the alls.
Yeah.
Twaddle, supple, gusset makes me cringe. Katie, Waity.
Is that just because of what it is, though? Or
the gusset? Well, could it have a different meaning?
I don't know.
Does gusset have a different meaning? Does it? Hold on. I need to know.
Do you know what I hate?
What?
In Spanish, the Spanish word for lips.
Labias.
And I hate that.
It is, isn't it?
Like, I remember going into the shop and I needed some lip balm. And I was like, do you think I'm going to ask for it for me? Because I didn't want to say I need stuff for my labia.
That's outrageous. But I've got to go in there. Yeah, I've got to go in there. Hi, can I have some stuff for my labia, please? They're looking at me like I'm a bit strange. My labia, yes.
Yeah, I hate that.
Okay, well, I think I've got that wrong. Gusset, it says a usually diamond-shaped or triangular insert in a seam, as of a sleeve, a pocketbook, or shoe upper to provide expansion or reinforcement. A plate or bracket for strengthening an angle in framework, as in a building or a bridge. The gusset.
There you go then. But also in underwear. But
underwear is particularly the underwear gusset that you don't like.
Yes, Sandy, fanny pack.
Fanny pack.
Why?
Yeah. Well, fanny's weird anyway, isn't it? Because obviously it has a different connotation in UK English to American English.
Same as pants.
Yeah.
But pants is more of a funny word, I
think. Steve has been calling me collect. Penny. I'll take that phone off him. Gurney. You don't like the word gurney, Chelsea? What's wrong with gurney?
That's interesting.
Gurney. Gurn. I get that actually. They have this thing, don't they? Do you have it in the States where they have gurning competitions where you got to pull a funny face and they call it gurning? It's always strange. I hate when people say and whatnot. Wow. What a bunch of intolerant people we are. We're just choosing the words that we would rather people not use. Don't use that word. Whatnot.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
And whatnot.
And whatnot.
I might start using that now.
That's a strange one. You don't like it though, but you hate it. You hate it. It just drives you a bit mad. That's interesting.
I hate it's usually on Facebook when people say whelp, that makes my skin crawl.
What does it mean?
They'll usually say it to mean oh dear kind of thing. Whelp exclamation mark.
I haven't even heard that. Oh wow. I haven't heard that. Fanny pack, but bum bag's no better. A bum bag.
I like bum bag.
Yeah, I haven't got a problem with bum bag. I think you're being harsh there. I agree with you on fanny pack, but yeah.
The word discharge is so horrible.
Jane. Yes. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, what is it? Oh, fissure.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that one? Fissure. In Spanish, it means a crack, I think.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, in Spanish it means a crack, but if I'm talking to a builder or something and we're discussing something and that word comes up, I'm like, I can't handle that. I'm like, whoa, fissures. It's weird. It's a weird word.
Also, hematoma.
Oh, really? You don't like the word hematoma?
I don't know, anything toma sounds a bit horrible.
Anything toma.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, says Linda.
Oh, we don't like that one. Donkeys built the pyramids. Well, that means they're aliens then. Chelsea, honestly, they went back in time. There's a story on YouTube somewhere where I did do this one. They built a time machine, went back in time, built the pyramids, or had something to do with the pyramids. I can't remember what now, and then came back. But obviously, chaos ensued, as it always does. Have a look for it on YouTube. There is something there about donkeys and pyramids. I can't remember which one it was now. This is why I just need to write some books, I think. Then we know what they are.
Dean says, how about favourite words?
Oh, your favourite words. Yeah, that's a more positive
and also
thing.
that our son's cat is called Loaf.
Loaf. Oh, okay, that's quite cool. A favourite word. Happy words. What have you got for what words do you like? Sam's back on top for now. Lucky old Sam. Have you got the thing there?
Yes. So Jake, 18%. Hang on, I'll start with the lead. Sam, 29%. Chance, 24%.
Oh, okay.
Jake, 18%. Ranger, 12%. And then Bertie, Blackie, and Bruce, 6%. And Sydney and Midnight, 0% at the moment.
Are you going to share this on Insta?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. So how long are you leaving this open for?
Oh, yeah. This will be until Wednesday, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Good. I will see what happens. Yes, indeed. Oh, hold on a minute. I've got a different... right, hold on. I'm going to try and catch up a little bit here. Oh, my God. Intrepid Frady Cat.
Spunk.
The difference between US and UK is enormous. Oh, my word. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's got plenty of spunk. All right. Yeah, we'll keep it there. When people say a whole nother instead of another whole, kind of makes me crazy because of the grammar. That's a
whole nother.
A whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. Rather another whole story. Yeah, but isn't that just down to? That's an actual expression, though, isn't it? Isn't it just? I know what you mean.
Another whole story would sound strange.
That's a whole other story. Isn't it a whole other story?
Yeah,
it's not a whole nother. It's a whole other story. That's how I understood it anyway. But what do I know? I remember Dasani being cancelled in the UK because it was advertised as having the taste of spunk.
What's Dasani?
I don't know.
Is it,
maybe it's an alcoholic drink.
Rum or something.
Oh my word! What a terrible thing. Well, actually, there was a car company, I think in Spain, that they came out with, and I can't even say it on here really, but they named their car, which was in Spanish the word they use for self-pleasuring. And that was the name of the model of the car. So the car was really good.
Kia or something?
No. I think it was Toyota or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, it was quite an interesting one. So wherever you saw these cars, at the back of the car, it all had like these little sticker marks where people had obviously just taken it off their cars. But that was like, that's bad marketing. You thought Jaguar had it bad. Mother. Oh, that's a nice name, yeah. I knew it was something like that with the pyramids. Yeah, it certainly was. Shenanigans. I love that word. Oh, yes, that's a good word. Discombobulated. Great word. Yeah, that is a good word. Twitterpated. Oh, that's an interesting one. Never heard of Twitterpated. Defenestration is funny. Great word. A whole word for throwing someone out of a window. Defenestration.
I don't know about that one.
That's a great word. I haven't heard that one before. It annoys me when people now start sentences with like, so.
It's a thinking thing, isn't it?
No, I'm conscious.
So.
Defenestration.
Dasoni is bottled water.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You wouldn't want to drink that, would you? If that's what it tastes like. My goodness me. I like defenestration. Well, good, Myra. The car Nova equals it doesn't.
Nova.
Nova. It doesn't go. Yeah. That's a good point. I never thought of that. Was that the Fiat? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it wasn't Fiat. I think it was Toyota or something like that. Giving out. The Irish say when someone is complaining, giving out. Oh, okay. Twitter-pated is like being uncontrollably infatuated with someone. Twitter-pated. Really? I've never heard of that one.
Does it come from Twitter?
Don't know. Maybe it does. I love the differences between British and USA swear words. The British words sound so much nicer and even funnier.
They are funny sometimes, aren't they?
Yeah, I think it depends how they say it, how it's said. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's sometimes when people, if you've got like a really, really well-spoken English person that's really particularly posh and they're absolutely losing their
marbles
at something and they're swearing like crazy, it's funny. I think it's funny. But if you hear, when it's got aggressive swear words and there's aggression behind it, then it's not. Anyway, that was my thoughts.
I quite like the word codswallop.
Oh, that's an interesting one. Codswallop.
Sherba, thank you for your late fee.
Capitulation. Nice. That's a nice word. Thank you very much, Shabao.
Twitter page is from Bambi. Oh, I didn't know that. Glasgow swearing is hilarious.
Bloody hell, Hermione.
Hermione.
Oh dear. Glasgow swearing is hilarious. It is, absolutely. I can entertain myself for ages with a terrible Glasgow accent and just having a go at everybody. Swearing in Italian sounds almost complimentary. Lovely language. It is, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's got to be the best language, Italian. It's got such a song to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
The way the Italians talk. How are we doing then on the
names?
On the names. Refresh.
I just refresh. I'll refresh again. Sam is leading still with 31%. Then it's Chance with 22%. Jake, Ranger, and Bruce have 11%. Bertie has 8%. Sydney and Blackie have 3%. And Midnight still no votes.
Oh.
Jess, have you not voted for your own name?
What's going on? What's going on, Jess? Right, guys. Well, I think we'll leave that going. So we'll share that on
it's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. I'll share it on Instagram a little later.
If you've got any other questions, seeing it is a Q&A, if you've got any other questions rather than me just rabbiting on about nothing, do let me know. Where are we? Fart. My dad always said there is nothing funnier than a fart. I agree with you, but I don't like the word. I don't like the word fart. When I came to Spain, my mother-in-law made me a lovely chicken dinner, and I told her I love polla. Polla.
That means penis. Apparently, it's quite a common mistake that English people make.
Does it really? I didn't know that myself. What it meant.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's quite a thing to say, isn't it?
Pa Ryan, thank you for your late effect snow.
Late effect snow. I guess there's
object. I don't know. Yeah, maybe there's a sticker or something that we can't see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe.
Whereas Henry, he messaged on Instagram saying his TV's broken or something. And he wanted us to do dog cuddles so he could watch it on catch up, but we're on the laptop.
Well, we shall send him a special video.
Yeah.
Just for that. No problem. Oh, poor guy.
Where do you go to vote for the dog's name? Well, Mary, I'm glad you asked. If you go to our community, I'm not actually sure how you get there as a subscriber. I'm only like, I don't know. Go to our channel, and then is there a tab? There should be a tab that says community, where we put posts sometimes, and you should see it there. Or if you're on Facebook, you can go onto our Facebook page and see the link there as well.
And it will be on Instagram and all the rest of it. Okay.
How did bloody become a swear word?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. We should ask. I'll tell you. I've got.
Ask your friend ChatGPT.
I'm going to ask my friend ChatGPT.
I always remember having to be careful saying you were embarrassed in Spanish, very similar to the word for being pregnant. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the community tab.
What are the origins of the word bloody as a swear word in English? Let's see what they say.
Constipado also means you have a cold. Mixed that one up with the doctors. Oh, that would be confusing.
Okay, are you ready to be educated? The word bloody as a swear word in English has a complex and debated history. Its origins can be traced back several centuries, and its use has evolved over time. Here are some key points about its history and origins. Number one, early uses and meaning. Originally, bloody was not a swear word, but an adjective meaning covered in blood or involving bloodshed. It appeared in this neutral sense in Old and Middle English texts. By the 17th century, it had started to be used more emphatically, often to intensify a statement, similar to how very or extremely is used today. Association with aristocratic swearing. One theory suggests that bloody became a swear word due to its association with the aristocracy, particularly the so-called bloody swearing of the Restoration period, 1660s to the 1680s. The phrase bloody drunk or bloody fool began to be seen as coarse or vulgar. Religious or blasphemous origins. Another theory links bloody to religious blasphemy, particularly as a shorthand for by Our Lady, a reference to the Virgin Mary, or by God's blood, a reference to the blood of Christ. These expressions were common in medieval and early modern English, but became taboo due to their religious implications. Over time, the explicit religious associations may have faded, but the taboo persisted, cementing bloody as a strong swear word. So that's where it was from the use with the church that it became, more of a swear word. 19th century and Victorian sensibilities. By the 19th century, bloody was considered highly offensive in British society, particularly in polite circles. Its use was associated with the working classes and rough or uncultured speech. The term was shocking enough that when George Bernard Shaw used it in his 1914 play, I don't know how you pronounce that word, Pygmalion, it caused significant controversy. A character's exclamation of "not bloody likely" was considered scandalous and drew widespread attention. So there you go. It goes on and on and on. Yeah.
Jane is curious to know what the painting is.
It is. I believe.
It's a town.
Hold a minute. We should do Tony Hart. Do 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 do.
I don't know who that is.
Do 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 do. So it's the scene of a town. I believe it's our local town. From probably painted, I would say, in the 1980s, something like that. As you can see, the texture is being what the artist has done. Has created a lovely texture with some amazing use of different liquids. Quite tremendous, really.
Do you think that's the road that our pet foods?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, except.
Do you think that's the building there?
It's one, yeah, it's a little bit further down, I think. But then what's the big white building in the background?
Looks like a church.
Yeah, which there isn't a church there, so that one doesn't make sense. The church is there. That makes sense for that church, but the other one doesn't. So yeah.
And why is there a crane in it?
Exactly. But then they're building high rises, maybe.
True.
As I say, it was done in the 1980s. So there you go. The little interesting story there of, yes, well, there you go. That's what that painting is. But would you like to see, we got another painting on our wall, which I would like to share with you because I think you'll like it. This is a lovely painting.
You're going over there.
I'm going to go over here, right? Stay, don't look behind me. All right. Okay. Hold on. Do it here, right? Because it's messy. Don't want you to see lots of things. Right. Look at this one. Isn't that a lovely painting? This is by the same artist. Hold on. There he is. I don't know if you can see it. It's a shepherd with an umbrella walking in the cold and the rain and the sleet and the snow. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I like to think they're donkeys, but they might be cows. What do you think they are?
Me?
Yeah.
I've never actually thought. I thought they were.
I think they're donkeys. They look like mules to me, or donkeys.
I think they're. Well, the thing is, the tails are not like cows' tails.
No, that's what I think. They're donkeys. And I think it's weird because this painting was. This painting was. Hold on, I'll hold you here. That painting was with the house, and I just think it's really strange that is it. So I kind of like it.
This other one?
I find it a bit creepy. Which one?
This one.
Oh, we've got to show you. We've got this other lovely. I don't know. Well, we're giving you this little rundown of the artwork that we've got hanging in our house. But this is another one. Hold on, I'm going to bring you in close to my chest. Hold on, my trousers are falling down. Right, hold on a minute. Right, hold on. Now then, there's this chap. Now this chap also came with the house, and I love him. There he is. Isn't he magnificent? Look at ignore the look at the state of the wall. Oh my God. Look, that.
That's the electrician.
Yeah, that's the electrician made that hole in the wall. Hold on a minute. Look at that. I'm showing the world now. There you go. That hole in the wall, right? Well, first of all, let's talk about the painting, right? I don't know his name, but he's been here forever, and he's just a dear old boy.
I think they should do one of you.
Yes, I think we should do a new one. I'll ask ChatGPT to create one and we'll get it framed. But I just like him. I think he's really cool. And actually, there's another one I can show you, which is up here. Hold on. You have to ignore the state of this house. It is a bit of a mess. Right, there's that one as well, which I really like this one. I
find that one a bit creepy, you know.
Well, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't think it's creepy. I quite like it.
His expression's kind of creepy.
No, I kind of like it. It's like where are they going? You know, they're off on their journeys. Don't know what's going on that one. So yeah, that's an interesting one. Anyway, hold on a minute. So there you go. That's a little bit of artwork corner. Oh, don't look around. Don't look at this house. It's a mess. Anyway, by the way, the new film that's just come out, Conclave, with Ralph Fiennes and Stanley Tucci, is extraordinary. Is it? Oh, okay, thank you very much. I'll have a look at that. What's it called? Conclave. Right, okay. He's a bit of a poser. Yeah, he's a poser. Yeah, he's totally a poser. I can see how you might find that one creepy, Rachel.
Yes.
I really love all those paintings. Yeah, I like them. I really like them. They're all a bit different, but it's nice. I kind of like having paintings on the wall. He's got some good ones. We've got some nice ones of like still life, you know, flowers and fruits and things like that, which don't really.
No, they don't do anything for me.
No, I like a scene. Like even that's a little bit still life for me. The town.
Yeah.
But at least it's quite interesting. But the one of the donkeys and that's my favourite one. I love that painting.
Yeah.
I really like that, and I do like old Gerald up there with the hat.
I really like the one of the house. Where is that one?
Oh yeah.
That one, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'll have to hold on a minute. We're going to show you one more. Hold on. Look at what we're doing here. We've got things to do. Right, hold on a minute. Look, there's this one. Now this, as you can see, is a painting of the house that we're in now, and but it was done many, many, many years ago. So this painting. This house this is probably like what it looked like about 100 years ago. So it's quite different now.
With the same blue blind.
Yeah.
It still has.
It still has the blue blind. And the trees and
palm tree.
that palm tree's still there.
Yeah. I don't know about those mountains in the background though, because
no, you wouldn't be able to see them, but maybe that was artistic license. So there you go. Anyway, anyway, there you go. Right. Okay.
We're actually dressed the same.
Yeah, what's going on?
We've like got a uniform on.
Okay. What do you think of abstract contemporary art?
What, like a banana taped to a wall? No, I think it's rubbish.
What, for 5 million quid, wasn't it? Or did it go for more than that?
It was a joke.
That was amazing. Contemporary art, I think it can kind of work sometimes. I think I'm not big on it, but yeah, I think it can. Anyway, look, it's a departure from where we've been. This is a live Q&A from Anne Jenkins Animal Sanctuary, and we've turned it into an art discussion. Let's discuss art and what it does to you, to your soul. When is your daughter joining you? She'll be out here really soon, next couple of days, so that would be lovely. Right, gays. Yeah. Okay, just did it. Just ruined the whole thing. Okay, I didn't mean to say that. Guys, I meant to say guys. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I wasn't questioning your sexuality at all, and I hope you don't take offense at that. But anyway, right.
Dan's teeth come out her nose.
Okay. Right. Okay, good. Jolly good. Do you know what we should do? We should maybe go over to Rumble and do lives on Rumble, because if we went onto Rumble, we could just say whatever. It would be a much more, I think, honest. Because maybe there's a little bit more freedom on that platform. But anyway, perhaps that's not a good idea. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for everything. And
Linda says you're going to need one of your shovels to dig a deeper hole.
Yeah, right then, guys. Hilarious. Thank you very much once again for joining us this week, and we'll see you next week. And thank you for all of your name suggestions for the dog. It's been tremendous, really good. And all the help we can get at the moment, it's very much appreciated.
Jan said, when someone told my friend he was gay, her response was, "Are you? I'm quite cheerful myself."
True story. Yeah, what happened? Okay, well, have a lovely evening, have a lovely week, and I'm going to get some more videos up. I'm inspired, actually, and encouraged by you guys to do a few more stories. So thank you for that encouragement. So I'm going to do a bit more stories, and we'll see what happens. And we'll see you next week. And yeah, that's it. Anything else to add?
No.
Did we add the outro?
No.
What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to second what you said, really. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, guys.
Suggest a name. Make sure you vote. And follow us on Instagram and the other one.
Yes, and go and buy a calendar. Go and buy a bloody calendar, mind. Otherwise, you'll forget what bloody day it is. You don't want that. You want to know what day it is always. So get yourself a bloody calendar now, mind. Bye too.
Sandy says Klaus does a donkey chat.
Yeah, you might get a donkey chat with Klaus. Although the thing is, I'm just worried.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, Santa Claus is Saint Claus. We had this discussion as well. It was like, likes to come down your chimney. But I think and also, what does he have in his sack? I don't want to go there. Let's just not do it. Let's get out of here while we can. I don't think I want Klaus around the innocence of the donkeys.
No.
Do you know what I mean? They're too innocent.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't want that. I don't. They're sweet and innocent, and I don't want to even go there. Right, because Klaus is filth. We'll see you later.
Oh, live chats. Yeah, we have to do a live chat tally up. Thank you, Annie.
Oh, yes,
my
absolutely. Yes, thank you very much. Right, okay.
We need Harry McKay.
Harry McKay face is in the house with his counting head on. Let's go.
Okay, 5,
5,
20,
25,
20,
45,
2,
47,
20,
67,
2,
69. I love that number.
5,
74,
10,
84,
and 10.
94.
Oh, thank you very much, guys. And
Bloody amazing.
also on the dog naming was about £683, I think.
Brilliant.
Which is amazing. So yeah.
Superb.
Thank you for that.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you very much. Right.
Play the outro
Play the outro.
if we can find it.
I've still got to do a new outro as well.
Every time.
Every time. Yeah, it's quite low, isn't it? It's quite low. Why haven't we organised this? What's going on?
Just
fill
in.
Morph from. Do you remember Morph?
Yeah.
I like Morph. He was my favourite.
Favourite what? Out of what?
You remember Morph? He on Tony Hart. Take Heart. There was a show.
I know Morph is like a little orange man.
Yeah, the little plasticine man.
Yeah.
But it was invented by Tony Hart.
Okay. What do you mean he's your favourite though?
He was my favourite. I liked him.
Out of what? Favourite?
On the show.
All right.
It was my favourite bit.
Oh, right.
It was my favourite bit because we were doing a bit of because that music going to the paintings was from Take Heart.
Is it a bit like Art Attack?
It was better.
Okay.
It's far better.
Right.
Okay.
I got the outro. I just
Right. I've got the bloody outro.
Check your comments one last time. Is that a new super chat from Myra? Thank you very much, Myra.
Well, thank you very much,
Getting
Myra.
that in at the end there, making it.
Oh, you slipped that one in, Myra.
Making it 94, is it?
You naughty thing. Absolutely.
Does it make it 94? Is it make
She
it
slotted that one in without telling anyone. I say, bang on. Right. Okay. Thank you very much, Myra. See you later, guys. Here's the outro.
Here's the outro.
You've lost it again. Oh, yeah. Bye.
Bye.